if you clicked on this video, you probably don't like your birthday. Do you, Squidward? Hi. Okay, so I wanted to make a video about birthdays because I think a lot of us... Do you see my slouch? Let's fix that. I think a lot of us have really complicated relationships with our birthday. I think that there's some people in this world who love their birthday, and that's awesome for them. And I have no advice for those people because, like, clearly you understand something that I don't. But I have a complicated relationship with my birthday. Where do we begin? I don't know. I mean, I've had birthdays where I've wanted to, you know, not be here anymore. I've had birthdays where honestly, crying on my birthday is kind of a bit of a tradition for me, not to brag. I think that there's like a couple things in my past particularly that have contributed to me feeling a certain way on my birthday. Like, I think I've had birthdays where I've felt like people don't really care or that it wasn't important. And it's not that I blame those people for those situations. It's not anything like that. I think I just internalized that belief that my birthday wasn't important. My birthday stresses me out so bad. And even on the years where I've enjoyed my birthday, I've still been stressed out or I've had a meltdown leading up to it or whatever. But what I will say is in like very recent years, I've worked on finding small tools to enjoy my birthday. And I just think that there's a lot of people who also don't love their birthday. I don't know what happened to us, guys. Something that I will say before I even get into like my advice, I only really started to understand why I didn't like my birthday because I talked about it with my therapist. I do think a big part of being able to like reclaim your birthday is gonna be figuring out why it's a problem for you in the first place. Whether that's with a therapist or on your own, you know, whatever works for you, but I think you have to get to the root cause. You have to get to the root memory and understand what that memory taught you and like what beliefs it implanted in your brain about your birthday in order to be able to actually do something to counteract it. Also, I'm not an expert in anything regarding mental health or whatever, you know what I mean? Like, I'm just a person who's really mentally ill but has like worked really hard to not be. So I'm an expert in like, I don't know, slowly adapting my life to not make me feel insane every single day. That's what I'm an expert in. I'm an expert in recalibrating my own brain. So yeah, here are my like, I don't know, my tips and tracks. My tips and tracks to trying to enjoy your birthday more. Number 1, you have to have grace for how you're feeling. I used to beat myself up so bad for the fact that I didn't enjoy my birthday. Like, I would be upset and then be upset about the fact that I was upset. And it's like, that's just, do you see how we're just adding to the problem? It's okay to have complicated feelings. Give yourself space to feel them. Even this past week. I mean, it was a good birthday, I think, but the day before I had like crazy anxiety. Hey, I got through it, didn't I? My point is, the first step in any of this is to just be like, hey, I have complicated feelings about my birthday, and that's okay, and I'm gonna hold my own hand through this. The other thing that I think has been really helpful for me is because I have so many complicated things with friends and who's friends with who and what. I have tried to find ways to do birthday things that are just for me so that there is no variable involved other than my own feelings. I really have had a hard time over the years, and I still do every year. I get so stressed out about the idea of someone coming to my birthday and not having a good time at my birthday. Like, it's like, oh, that's my fault. It's my fault that they're not having a good time because it's my birthday, and therefore I take ownership of everyone's feelings at every second, always. And I am still working on that. Examples of things that I do for myself. I always try to get like a cute little drink that I like, whether it's bubble tea or coffee. This year it was coffee because I'm losing it. But I got a cute little coffee from my favorite coffee shop in the whole neighborhood. It's simple. but it made me feel good. I was like, yay, it's my birthday and I have my favorite coffee, la 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 la. You know what I'm saying? And it didn't have to be this whole thing, and I really appreciated that. I appreciated that I could just have my cute little coffee that's my favorite coffee, and I'm doing it because it's my birthday, and that's it. I also try to get manicures every year. What I used to do is go to a salon for a manicure, but that's expensive. So now I just do press-ons. So these are my press-ons right now. And I really like them. And they make me happy and they spark joy, if you will. And having these nails on my birthday made me feel good. It was very simple. That's it. Wearing an outfit that I like, wearing makeup that I like, doing my hair how I like. I used to put so much pressure on dressing up a certain way or like looking a certain way for the perception of others because it's my birthday, so like everyone should be able to tell that it's my birthday. 2 days ago, most of my birthday, I was wearing yoga pants and my favorite Little Mix t-shirt, and I felt awesome. And I think that I luckily am growing out of feeling like I have to dress up. It's my birthday. I must dress up. I must allow everyone to look at me and go, why are you so dressed up? Is it your birthday? No, most of the day I was like, I didn't even have makeup on. I had my t-shirt, I had my yoga pants, and my little sneakers, and I was walking around doing cute little things. I mean, my birthday was on a Wednesday this year, so most of my friends were working, so I spent most of the day walking because it was sunny. It was sunny. One of the easiest things you can do to make your birthday feel a little bit more special and a little bit less stressful is to just have small things that you're doing for yourself. And nothing else, no one else, nothing else is involved. It's just you enjoying your birthday for you, and that's it. Another thing that I've started doing is having multiple birthday events. I will say this is not necessarily less stressful. It's just a different form of stress. But for me, I'm like, I have such chronic stress problems that I'm just like, sure, as long as it's stress in a different and more manageable font, I'll deal with it. So what I do is I do multiple events. I do multiple events. This year was kind of last minute. I didn't plan very well in advance, but in previous years I've done like, okay, one day I'm gonna do a tea party and these people will come to that. And then another day I'm gonna do a karaoke party, these people will come to that. Or I'll do a party in my apartment and this group of people will come to that. And that's been helpful for me in having, you know, friends who I can't put in the same room because I'm taking my way. And that's been helpful for me. I think it's also helpful because sometimes I have like a lot of ideas for my birthday and I struggle with being like, I have to choose one. And then you don't have to. You can just do multiple. The other thing that I will say about doing multiple events is if you're like me and you have trouble being perceived or, I don't know, you know, being the center of attention is just uncomfortable for you, it is great exposure therapy. If you're the type of person where you are willing to just like jump into the pool, do multiple events. Because it forces you to just reckon with the fact that, yes, it's your birthday, you're the center of attention, and that's okay. I also think something that's been helpful for me is like thinking of my birthday as a birth week. Again, I know the people who are like rocking out when it comes to their birthday automatically are like, it's my birth week, it's my birth month. Fantastic. For me, that was primarily helpful because then the pressure of my birthday being good, that day being perfect, dissipates a little bit because, okay, sure, maybe I didn't get XYZ on the actual birthday. That's fine. It's my birth week. Maybe I'll do it the next day or the day before or whatever. Maybe that's silly, but I've found it really helpful to just be like, it is my birth week. So this week I will be very nice to myself and do nice things for myself. I also think when you do multiple events or you treat it like a birth week, I think it kind of forces you to be okay with the fact that your birthday can be a big deal. I think if you've gotten messaging in the past that your birthday is not a big deal or that it's not important or that you're not important, I think that overcompensating, so to speak, by doing a birth week or doing multiple events really helps you train your brain to be like, no, it's okay to feel important. It's okay to want to feel important. Okay, and now here's the part that's so corny, but I swear to God it helps. I think one of the biggest things that is going to be helpful in terms of enjoying your birthday more is self-reflection, a little bit of gratitude journaling. Okay, wait, hey, don't click away. Relax. Whoa. Hey. Sit down. okay? Gratitude journaling is something that has changed my life, genuinely. Like, I'm sorry, what the hell is that? Are these baby hairs? This is certainly not how my hair is cut. Gratitude journaling is something that it's still there. You know what? Hey, grateful to have hair. I used to lose my hair consistently. I used to lose my hair all the time. So I need to shut up. I need to be grateful that I have this head of hair that I have right now because I was balding, bro. Okay. See, and now it doesn't matter. Look at that. Look at me showing you an example. Legitimately though, I think that it's like a really simple way to reframe your thoughts. And I think that the biggest thing that has really shifted how I think about my birthdays is like I use it as a time to be like, okay, what does this new age mean for me? What have I learned? What do I want to take into the next year? And what do I not want to take into the next year? What am I grateful for? It can just bring a sort of lightness to your birthday where it doesn't have to be this like, it's my birthday. It could just be like, oh, this is cool. So let's take stock. Where am I? What's going on? Who am I? What's my name? Okay. Generally speaking, I am someone who really finds a lot of peace in processing things on a macro level, looking at the big picture and just understanding what the hell is actually going on. I think a lot of times when I fixate on the small stuff, that is when I start losing my marbles. I also think the really big thing about reflection, I'm really of the belief that you can be any type of person you want to be if you just decide that that's what you're gonna do. It's not something that happens overnight, obviously, but if you're someone who's like, well, if you clicked on this video, you probably don't like your birthday, do you, Squidward? But if you decide you want to be someone who likes your birthday, that's entirely possible. It may not happen overnight, but can it happen through a series of steps? 100%. Are they achievable steps? Yes, because I'm taking them myself. I think sometimes self-reflection and gratitude is the easiest way to lay out the groundwork for yourself to redirect to wherever it is that you're trying to go or whoever it is that you're trying to become. Again, obviously these things don't happen in a vacuum. If you have a therapist, lean on them. Lean on your friends, lean on your family, lean on whoever you want to lean on. The entire reason I wanted to make this video is just because I used to hate my birthday. Like, hate it. I used to hate it. And now I enjoy it quite much. I enjoy it quite much. I still don't think that I'm one of those people who's like, it's my birth month, let's go. But I do enjoy my birthday. I do feel that I'm better at receiving love on my birthday, which is huge for me. Very big for me. If you are someone who doesn't enjoy your birthday, like, hey, I see you, I hear you, I get it. I guess I just want you to know that it's not like this thing that has to be that way for the rest of your life until you die. I think that you can decide right now that you want to learn how to enjoy your birthday. Yeah, but hopefully some of this stuff is helpful for you, and if it's not, I mean, hey, you can tell me to go die. That's also okay. Whatever your heart tells you. If you have any questions about the things that I poorly explained, go ahead and drop a comment. I will 100% be sure to reply. If your birthday's coming up soon, happy Gemini season. Shout out to us. We're crazy, I think. I don't know. I'm not super great at astrology, but my understanding is that people think that Geminis are crazy, and like I am, so. Okay, I have to go to work. Bye.